Coach, for my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Redskins. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. They'll have a first down past the 40. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Tevin Coleman, 75 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready. 52, right 52. Push him back. Push him back. Tight dog, tight dog.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Bridgewater. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20, 10, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. second down, it's Coleman. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Bears.
57.
To throw is Jackson. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 43.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Chicago.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Check 50, check 50.
Jackson from the shotgun. It's complete to Grant. Touchdown, Chicago. Jakeem Grant, 39 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And the Washington Redskins
First down, Bridgewater. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill, kill, kill. Put up.
To throw is Bridgewater. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. David Njoku, 45 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10
Let's go.
at their own
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Ross. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Breaks a tackle. They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They go play action now. Jackson. That's going to be caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Will Fuller, 32 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Mara, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Check hot route. Hot. Go. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. William Hayes. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On 1st down, it's Coleman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Jackson. Out to his left. He's to the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tevin Coleman. He scored on the ground and through the air as the Bears push further out in front. Marr now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Bridgewater to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a first down as well.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple. Bridgewater nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First down, Bears.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Grant. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jackson now. Finds his tight end, Ingram. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tevin Coleman saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as the Bears push further out in front. Marr on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Redskins 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it.
Let's go!
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And able to find Dorsett. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Mack. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
He was brought down by Devontae Peyso. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
22. Check. 52.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Steps away to his left and avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Left side, it's Dorsett. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Bridgewater. On target over the middle to Hill. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Bridgewater flushed out right. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater, rush coming, and he's taken down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Intended for Marlon Mack. Incomplete. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the toss play, this is Drake. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Right back to Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Let's get it. Check 52.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Running, it's Drake. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's run it. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Zoom, zoom. Check 49.
Now Bridgewater. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They will run again with Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Run it. Mike, 57. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Alert flare.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Into the Redskins have it, they do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Ready. Touchdown. Check it. Come on. Let's box.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on second down. Bridgewater looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. He is going to find Hill here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run here with Mack. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. John Johnson with the INT. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it. It's Mack. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. They go right back to Mack. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And Hill with it over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. This is Mack on the counter. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible, because right now he is wrecking things for them.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. I got him. Little Mike 52.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52.
4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Trey Hendrickson. And the Bears will get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Buddy up. 50 seconds, right?
On 3rd and 1, Jackson looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And the Bears first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They will run with Grant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as the Bears push further out in front.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater now. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They'll run for it. This is Mack. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Come on, set. Hey, hold on. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Watch the slant.
And they will take a knee here. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. So with that, let's get up to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. For the call, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, these fans have waited for this moment for decades, but playoff football has come to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, a run with Lindsay.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll set up a throw. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively. But
Here we go. Topper. 80 weapon. 80. Ready.
they'll start on the ground with Lindsay. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll set up to throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone of the Browns defense. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. That is
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. So with that, let's get up to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. For the call, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, these fans have waited for this moment for decades, but playoff football has come to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Here's Lindsay. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. 2nd and 9 now. Sanders has it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.